Alright, I think... Oh, damn it, these bottom. Why is it showing red? It's like it's showing red there on the bottom again. How many kilobits per... 20 kilobits. What is wrong with this thing? It should be more than 200 or 2000. 2 kilobits? You what? You what? Is it even live streaming? It gives me dropped frames. What is this kind of cruel world? Like I'm being molested by the internet speeds. What is wrong? Somebody in the basement has attached themselves to the Ethernet cables? What is this? Who's doing this? Oh yeah, it's going up. It's going green now. Yellow. Oi! I'm gonna go down there and eat you. Stop stealing internet, you little squash roach. Okay. I think, oh, it's green. It's green. All right, right. Oh wait, I'm actually live streaming. Hello, chat. Hello. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Apparently, maybe you can hear me? I'm not sure. Help me see the light. Everything should be alright. Alright, let's... No, it's actually not. My camera is not on. Where is it? Is it here? You what? You what? So it's like the camera is not on and then the microphone is not on. What is this? God damn it, it's unlucky day. It's unlucky day. Oh my god, what am I supposed to do? What is next? Does computer crash? Does hard drive go brr brr? Does hard drive go in rupture and blow up? I wish everything would flow fluently, but anyways, apart from the usual technical difficulties, I welcome you to the new live stream of the 7-hour war, for which we will now wait a little bit so we can gather around everybody. And then we're gonna say the stuff, the magic words, we're gonna talk, and then we will enter the topic. 7-hour war, the what, the who, the when, and the ifs for what happened, what could have happened, and what definitely happened, which is pretty much what happened, right? Black Mesa the nut. So let's see who's in the chat first. Faces and names that I've seen. Zondhog Goblin is in the chat and he's waited 2 days for this. You know, he actually also donated to in the chat. Great supporter who's now getting a backlog of videos at his doorstep because of the awesomeness of support that he has given forth. Hendebub Man, the Polish translator, who's been giving his best to tackle all these crazy English words into comprehensible Polish language for all you Polish people, Polish viewers, Polish fans out there. It's like, oh my god, what is going on, right? But the thing is, I have not actually announced that we are live on Discord. Oh, it's a calamity. Calamity, I tell you. So we go to Discord and we go to announcement. Oh, what was noise? And we just copy the bloody link, right? Should be the link. Let's get to the... Yeah, it's exactly this link. And we ping people. Stream now. Boom, boom. And now everybody knows that there's a live stream. And let's go back to the chat. Right, chat? Ling Zhuangban is here. Welcome to the stream again. Slowly we're building up the numbers. We're getting the relevance. Yup, we're getting more ears attuned to the frequencies. So we can slowly creep up the true meaning of the 7-hour war. Johnny Siri Art and Gaming. How did Earth fall? We will get to that, yeah? There's a lot of factors that created why the 7-hour war was just 7 hours. Just by the title, it's interesting to analyze why it was as it was. Because even if a major war broke out around the globe, the Combine definitely didn't go around every country. Why would they go to Switzerland, right? In the case, why would they go to the middle of Australia or in Central Africa, right? It's all a bit complicated, but we'll get to that, right? Bessies, welcome to the stream. So how you doing? Get your questions, because with your questions, it's beneficial for us to reach better conclusions, for us to reach better understanding of things, to understand why the nut meter is going up every day, because the nut meter can only go up with the benefactors of this live stream, right? Hey, Goo, I'm good. How are you? What's your question about the 7-hour war? But keep it steady, because we haven't started yet. John Goblin, you finally said something after 5 minutes. Yeah, the stream is on. Thank you all for coming in. More people coming in. More people. Come on, chat. Are we gonna reach 20 people? We're gonna reach 20 viewers. We're gonna reach 20,000 viewers. Come on, next milestone, 20,000 viewers. So 20,000 people can hear about the 7. Potentially, there's also an idea we could utilize, is something in relation to an animation about the 7-hour war. Of course, that would be kind of crazy to do and kind of impossible with the current spectrum of things, because how do you achieve a scope of animation into such greatness, such breadth, such incredible numbers and enemies? Because there's a lot of enemies combined soldiers that need to be put into the picture, and it's like armies of soldiers, be it human, be it combined, be it just hobos around the street. Yeah, but I think we shouldn't actually delay, and we should start talking about it, right, chat? Hello, Mjolnar. Good to see you. 7-hour war, yeah, really. All right. I think we should start it so we can figure out at least the stepping stone to it, right? First of all, for everybody that's here, the 7-hour war. Many of you probably know what it is. Some of you might not, but some of you might not know how it led to there. Of course, I think most of you know how the 7-hour war came to fruition, but let's just summarize for those that don't, all right? Because we need to be respectful for those who don't know the little facts hiding behind the curtain of the end of Half-Life 1. Yeah. We have Black Mesa. We have the benefactors, which are there in the vast, endless amount of universe, right? And benefactors are like, we want to make travel in the neighborhood. And the neighborhood is the galaxy. Yeah? Because if they make travel in the neighborhood, they can make the Combine want to put their focus upon something different. So the benefactors can potentially profit from this lack of attention they're giving to a certain place in space. They don't care. The benefactors don't give they don't care about Earth. Earth is a decoy. You get it? We are just a little smoke grenade. It's like in Counter-Strike Global Offensive, the decoy? Fire in the hole! And then you see on your minimap, it's like a ping that is like there's an enemy. Earth is a damn decoy. So the benefactors for whom G-Man is working are like, we are gonna use Earth people as smoke grenade. We are gonna make fun of Combine, and Combine are gonna want to bully Earth. That's pretty much the plan. This is a simplified version of the plan, of course. Just give me a second, chat. This is a simplified version of the plan of the benefactors. We do not know who... Oh, hey, G, welcome to the stream. Hey, G, biggest D. Who's gonna top the biggest D? Can I hear the new numbers? 20K? Oh my god, what are we going to do? Another reason is that Earth military weren't prepared for the unexpected. The Earth military, you can't say they weren't prepared. They were already it's like the US, the fictional US, because let's try not to get banned on YouTube. They were already at war with the Black Mesa accident. They were already sending the military. They were already losing military personnel. But at the same time, they were on full damn alert. Get it? The US military was on full alert. What do you think about the other countries? Do you think they were not on full alert as well? Black Mesa was nuked. Somebody blew a nuclear warhead in the United States, in New Mexico. What do you think the other countries are gonna do? They're just gonna accept that and be on their business and don't care about that? No, this is war. There's the US has blown a damn nuke, or maybe somebody else blew a nuke in the US. So now the whole world is in full alert. So the military was definitely prepared. But as you say, they were not prepared. They were not prepared for an invasion of such scope. But they were prepared for war, because war was already happening. Of course, we don't know exactly when the invasion happened, so you might be right, because things might have dulled down. You know, the relationships between countries have dulled down. Things have become peaceful. And then, suddenly, portals are sprouting from the sky. It's like these fish monsters are flying through the air, and there's these robots with spikes and fins, and they don't even have eyes. Where is eyes? Oh, is there a machine? And tanks, but tanks have legs. We don't have tanks with legs. What is this? This is insanity. It's demoralizing, right? I kind of jumped too far ahead. Wait a second, we're summarizing what's going on. Derailing me isn't helpful to reach better conclusion. It leads to me wanting to drink more water. Is that pretty much how it is? Give me a second. Makes me want to eat some nuts. But there is not enough to get more nuts. Oh my god. Cooler water Bennett? Hello, hello, hello. Oh my god. Everybody's gathering around the fireplace. But we haven't even yet summarized the damn events that led to the bloody 7-hour war. I seem to be late by 7 minutes, the 7-hour war video. 7 minutes. I guess we can end the stream because it's been already 7 minutes. Oh, we haven't even started the bloody summary. Zongtop Goblin asks, super soldiers canon in the 7-hour war. They were cut content. By super soldiers, what do you mean? You don't mean by combine elites, right? By super soldiers is those things with like spikes on their bodies, right? It's like they don't even have faces and they're like giant robots. I think they were cut content, but that doesn't mean, hey, it doesn't mean that they never existed or were on Earth. Why wouldn't these super soldiers be sent on Earth as the elite army? And then after the war, they were deposited in somewhere underneath the Earth in a mountain, so they can be transported back to the Union after the. Wait, what? Oh my God! Hyuji is throwing the cash. He is making the nut pile go big. I have to update it. Thank you, Hyuji. You're awesome. Greatest supporter of Inlet, with through donations of crazy amounts. I need to Chad, give me a second. I have to update it. He's becoming bigger G with every bloody day. So we just have to update it, and we'll continue to explain why the world is round. Yeah. Thank you again, Hyuji, for being such an awesome contributor. So now we have to change the goal, right, chat? So 6 plus 5 equals 11. Oh, more nuts to the pile, so we cannot starve to death. So go forward and replace. And now you should be seeing the change in scenery. Wait, what's happened? It just ran away. Just disappeared. No. No, where did it go? What the hell? No, actually, no, it disappeared. What did I do? We just have to click on go. You make a chat. Give me a second. Rip. No. It's not gonna be rip big D, but we have to make D the bigger D, because now, hey G, you've become even a bigger D, and we have to update it. We have to make it in line with reality, which is 11. And big D. So, chat, can anybody top AUG's biggest D? Can anyone go over that? I don't know. I think he's becoming unrivaled. He's becoming unrivaled. What are the chances for anybody being able to top HOG? I don't know. He's becoming even bigger and bigger. It's like it's growing. Thank you again, HOG. You're awesome. But hey, you cut through my explanation. I don't even remember where I got to. No, I forgot where I was. Okay, I'll get some help from the chat. Half-Life 1 in one sentence. Science plays go boom, alien go shoot, giant tower go kaboom, and rocket go wee. But you gotta ask yourself, is this rocket, is the rocket with the GNOME rocket, the space rocket, which rocket? The big D rocket? Can we launch a big D rocket into... During the war, both Africa and Europe might be overrun by Combine and surrender, but what happened to the other continents, such as Asia and Oceania? Okay, I'll actually note that down. I will note that down because I need to get slowly to that point, right? But if we just keep getting to the middle, to the end, and then to the back, it's like somebody comes over and says, I'm gonna listen to Markovas, and Markovas like, yeah, and he went from one side of the table, and then he went to the middle, and then the table broke apart. It just snapped. And I was like, oh my God, what am I supposed to do? This table cost more money than my total health insurance for 10 years. What am I gonna do? You get the idea. You get it here. Yeah, next time we just make the biggest D rocket. So Roblox, what you missed is HOG becoming even the bigger D, and the question would be who's gonna become the biggest D further, and who's gonna contribute to the nut pile. Nevertheless, so I was talking about the super soldiers for which we went through. Who mentioned the super soldiers? Zong Top Goblin mentioned the super soldiers, right? Wait, what's going on? Wait, HOG, did you just send over more Big D stuff? You what? Oh my God, he's making it rain. He's making nobody can stop the HOG, what are you doing? Where are you? Are you printing that? Are you making a money printer? Are you doing this? Where are you getting that from? It's like we need to make the big D rocket. What's up? You're overinflating the economy. You're just and now you're gonna make me change it again? Oh my God. We're never gonna get anywhere with this pace, but now I'm faster. I've learned my mistakes, so I click here. Thank you, HOG. Chad, I'm sorry, but HOG is just making me change things, and I'm not getting to the point because of that. So we have to click on this. Bloody hell, can't I just get some kind of automation for this? There. And we click on... And there! Oh my God. HOG is donating to make the big D rocket bigger. He wants to reach such a height that we could reach universe, go between the stars, and find aliens, find the secret benefactors. Thank you, HOG. But let me explain the thing what everybody is waiting to hear. Wait, let me do that. If people keep donating, how's the stream gonna go forward? We wouldn't be able to go anywhere, and the rocket's gonna reach even further into space, and then we'll just find out who the benefactors are. And then it's like, oh, that actually would be very nice if we can figure out the damn benefactors, because in Epistle 3, we never really understood that, did we? It was pretty much going to the spongy space. Spoilers for who hasn't read Epistle 3, but you haven't read it. Are you a Half-Life fan if you haven't read Epistle 3? So we have fungi in space, right? We have all these fungi, and Borealis go kaboom, but we never ever even see the heart of the Combine Empire. We never see it. We never do see it. Nevertheless, the Big D rocket is becoming bigger, but now I'm not even sure if anybody can top that. I don't know. It seems an impossible feat to get too close to anywheres. So, idiotic idiot. Okay, I have to say it. It's your username. All I know is that the resistance had to go to Europe after the Combine annihilated North America. We talked about the annihilation. We never really get to understand what exactly happened in the US. Potentially, they just made the resources of the US get depleted. Yeah? So they depleted the resources, and then they went to Europe because more resources in Europe, and I guess they hadn't established their base of operations in Europe that well. So, maybe the Combine benefactors are on the Combine homeworld. I kind of think that it's very likely that the benefactors are part of the Combine empire. But they just they're not in power. They're somewhere in power, but they're not on top the chain of command. Yeah? So what they're trying to do is destabilize things, make things go. It's like when you haven't oiled your engine of the car and you want to drive it, you know what's going to happen. It's going to be, and everything's going to rattle, and there's going to be smoke, and there's going to be something blowing up, and charcoal and sparks and rats getting out of the hood and fleeing for their lives, and cats and whatever. It's like potentially even pigeons. I don't know. It's like whoever has pigeons nesting in their damn car, I'm sorry for you, but at least you can collect protein in the form of eggs, right? So it's win-win for some kind of. So yeah, so the benefactors potentially could be in the power. They can be a ruling class in the Combine world, but they're just not on top. And what they're trying to do is push their interests so they can get to that top. So they can get to the Big D. They can get the rocket big enough to say, look at me, look at me. I've got a rocket. I've got a rocket. Look at my rocket's bigger than yours. Look how it flies. You want to see how it flies? You want to see how it flies? You give me, I need fuel. Give me fuel for a rocket. Something like that. Holy moly, what am I talking about? I was talking about the 7-hour war. Then Heiji says that the benefactors are on the Combine homeworld, and then it's like I start talking about the Combine homeworld. This is about the 7-hour war. This isn't about the Combine homeworld. We can have a discussion about the Combine homeworld next time, because this way we are not gonna be derailing ourselves all the time. I can't even summarize anything anymore. Sorry, chat. I'm trying to get to the point, right? Volan has an idea for a modification that tells you how it happened and what Bryn has to do with it. Okay, go ahead. Suggest it. Let's go up a little bit. Is there any stronger Combine synth other than the Striders, gunships, and hunters? Sure, there might be stronger Combine synth that can make Earth surrender. Yes, exactly. In relation to Zonkt Hobgoblin, we said that super soldiers were sent to Earth, right? And these super soldiers were then put into stasis, withdrawn into mountains or caves, so they could be reserved to be sent back to the Combine homeworld, because they're very special. They're incredible. It's like, well, how am I supposed to keep going with this stream if KOG just keeps printing money? He keeps funding Big Rocket. Man, what am I supposed to say other than a big thank you? It's like, it keeps exploding. It's like eruptions. The rocket keeps going boom. Chat, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to keep talking about the 7-hour war when rocket keeps getting fueled with more bigness, more? It's like a little shape rocket, and then Heoji is like, oh. And then who can rival rocket? Nobody can rival rocket. It's impossible. It cannot be achieved because rocket just keeps growing. How do you compete against an ever-growing rocket? Every minute rocket goes bigger. I know you have to. So I click here, quickly, speed running, changing the numbers. So 21 nuts And what was it? Was it Go? Was it? I don't remember anymore. Am I gonna update the wrong thing? Export. There, we change this quickly. Speedrun. I clicked the wrong button. No, don't delete. What the fuck? And this changes to my math is broken. 16 plus 5. A what? A chainsaw. But it's like I'm trying to speedrun. There, 21. Which was it? Big D, small D? No, small D. We don't have small D here. Only biggest D's. So big D, replace. And finally, okay, no more change. No, I don't think this is it. The rocket can't grow any bigger. It's impossible. It's crazy. Okay, chat. Wait, let me recollect. Thank you, Heo G, funding the rocket, making the rocket go boof. You're out. You stop. The money printer stopped printing. Okay, so interruptions are ending because unless somebody thinks that they can top the big D accumulatively, can anybody top the big D? Who's it gonna be? That's not the topic of today. It's not who's gonna top the big D. The topic of today is let me read it. I forgot the 7-hour war, right? What? And also, AOG brought all for the jokes and funny ha-has. Thank you. Thank you a lot from the heart of Inlet and Jep, who is working right now on more animations, while I am explaining why the rocket keeps on growing. He's making the animations while I keep explaining why the rocket keeps growing. Yeah? So I guess I'm kind of he's getting the short end of the stick, I guess, but nevertheless, thank you. All right? Means a lot. Now, it's like incredible amount of interruptions, but pretty awesome. So the rocket, I need to focus. Where did I stop? So somebody said that what happened? How did they take Earth? And were there any kind of special soldiers? And then Heoji again sends another rocket. Oh my god, no. We have super soldiers underneath a mountain. That is my theory, is that we have the super soldiers somewhere hidden underground. Calm down. And this is the special armies that cannot be expended, like gunships, like striders, like hunters, like combine elites. Yeah? So these are the special snowflakes. And the Combine is trying to catch the portal technology, which is on Borealis, so they can potentially grab everything, grab every mushroom, every critter, every squirrel, every whatever, every is there on the planet Earth, every tree, every drop of water, every big D and big rock, grabbing everything and flung it into the sky, throw it into the big hole, and bring it back to the Combined world so they can potentially use it. Otherwise, it's a useless pursuit, right? That's the goals of the Combine. And why would they use their elite soldiers to bring order when they can just use the human population and the lesser branches? Listen, quote from Dr. Breen, Wallace Breen, Breen Grub. You know Breen Grub? You go to the Discord and you see Breen Grub. As much as you want, you can get as much Breen Grub as you would like to. You just go there and you see it. You see Breen's face on a grub. You get it? It's like, see that? That's the nuts, but don't mind the nuts. Look at him. See that face? And I'll put it on a grub. Breen Grub. LOC. Limited Liability Company Breen Grub. Okay? Somebody says that my hairstyle looks like G-Man. Ooh. At least, well, it would be very nice if I could sound like G-Man, but I guess a bit of a shaven G-Man. Hey, what if G-Man became a drunk like me, like never shaved? Wait, there's actually a video we've done. Actually, what was it called? Never mind. I'm sorry, Chad. It's like the spirits are high because the rocket has grown very big, and when rocket is big, you can only celebrate because results of how far it can go. It can go far deep into. All right, let me try and put myself into Rails. What was I talking about? There will be a highlights on the stream. Nightbot just said the second channel. Second channel gets the highlights of the stream. So if you don't have to rewatch. You just go and check the highlights, and you see Mark was doing this. It's like cuts like it's like screaming and bashing things. That's what you're gonna get on the highlights. I guess it's worth it in a way, but please just let me get somewhere. I need to get to the beginning of this thing. I need to start unraveling the little piece of paper. Mjolnir, I can't check Discord. I need to keep going with the topic. Okay, I'll just check Discord for a little bit. What the No, guys, don't go to Discord. No, nobody stop. No, nobody join Discord. No, Mjolnir has put something, and it's terrifying. No, don't go. No, Nightbot, go away. No, I have to remove. How can I remove the message? Hide user. No, I can't hide user. It's gonna block a Nightbot. No, I can't remove message. Okay. I need to see this. What the? I'll just. Chat, please don't go to Discord. No, I feel shameful. I feel ashamed. I feel excited because I see that nut and I feel this. It's like I'm thinking about it, and it's like the shop is closed. So now it's like, how do I get into shop? I take hand and I bash the window and I go into shop and I take all the nuts. But then I have to peel the nuts away from this little thick membrane. So I smash the nut, and like a vacuum, I put it in and I vacuum it. And then I potentially get sick because I've eaten the wrong piece of the nut. There's randomness in the stream. I want to get to the 7-hour war. Okay, focus, Markovas. Focus. We got to the summary of the 7-hour war. So the benefactors, which are, as mentioned, part of the Combine Empire, the benefactors, want to disrupt the Combine Empire so they can make some very sophisticated moves so they can grip power, right? So they do that. But how do they do that? They make Earth, the little decoy, make some noise. So Earth goes to Zen. Zen is a big problem for the Combine Empire because they can't get it because big baby monster is stopping them from making any kind of advancements. So Earth invades Zen, and then funny enough, Zen invades Earth, like jokes on Earth, right? And this is where it's like Earth could have lost to Zen, and Zen could have fully conquered Earth. Of course, since Zen wasn't really equipped to handle Gordon Freeman and all those bloody crazy people. I mean, not crazy people, all those HUV people, which could be security guards and potentially very highly qualified scientists that finished the hazardous course more than once. Zen was defeated with the last hit of the hammer of Gordon Freeman. And now Black Mesa had to be eradicated so they could remove any kind of evidence that this experimentation and problems had occurred. The cleanup, right? The cleanup where, like you see G-Man in opposing force, kneeling on a bomb, and it's like, and he's putting some kind of code before he teleports away, if you remember that. Black Mesa is destroyed. So in a way, Earth doesn't really have access to Zen, does it? There is no access. There is no more teleportation. They destroyed the whole facility. I'm not sure how 100% canon that is. I'm not 100% sure. But it's pretty canon to me. Yeah, opposing force. I don't care. Even if it wasn't developed by Valve, even if it was a second studio, it was accepted. Valve said, you
you make another Half-Life expansion. Me? I don't know how to do that. You make it. We will tell you. This day you make G-Man make boof in Black Mesa facility.
And so they make boof in Black Mesa facility. They make it go explosion, right? Eiji says, I may have destroyed the stream.
You have made stream even better, more entertaining, hopefully, because now I'm going crazy. I am potentially losing my damn mind. I am going to places I've never been into. It's like I went from 7-hour war to how I'm going to break into shop and steak nuts. How? This is not how you do it. No, you make news. It's fun, right? And then you see security footage on the news. Markovas goes into shop and takes nuts. Of course, for context purposes, YouTube. It's just a joke, bruh. I'm not really gonna break into shop. Don't ban Inlet, because if you ban Inlet, everyone's gonna lose all these animations and the incoming animations. And Jep is gonna get mad and he's gonna bite somebody. You know rabies? You've seen rabies? You haven't seen rabies. I've seen rabies. Actually, I have seen rabies. It's pretty scary, you know. It's like an animal's crazy and fearless. It's like a fearless animal becomes even more terrifying than the worst horror film out there with the biggest budget. You think you've seen horror? Then you see a rabid cat and see where you get to in terms of experiencing true terror. You think G-Man is scary? See the rabid cat, yeah? It is not even comparable. It's like, whoever has experienced it will know best. I derailed myself again, Jesus Christ. Black Mesa went boof. The stream is about everything except 7 hours. Zonked Hobgoblin. I am sorry. I'm trying my best to stick to point. But it's like constant interruptions. Okay. Focus. Zen now is not protected by anybody. Yeah? Nobody is able to protect Zen. So, Earth doesn't have access to Zen either, because they blew up the facility that had the access. So, in a way, the governments on Earth are like, okay, well, we cleaned up everything. A facility gone. Problems gone. You know, when you have a problem, you throw dynamite at it, or a nuclear bomb, and everything just fixes itself. And so, the Combine, or the Universal Union, let's be more formal, so because it's very insulting. It's derogatory. It's very derogatory to call them Combine. They hate it. It's like calling small people the M word. Yeah, you don't call small people the M word, or you get beaten up. You get beaten up. You think I'm joking? It's no joke. Try and do that. See what happens. See what happens. Rip and tear. You've played Doom. You know, when you get the fists, rip and tear. That's what happens when you call small people the M word. No, don't do that. G-Man, Mazong Goblin. Yeah, G-Man isn't, sure, he works against the Combine, but he doesn't potentially really care about whose side he's on. The side he's on is his benefactors. And they can change sides whenever they want for which suits them best, right? I'm just gonna plug the Discord. Just don't go to general because there's very bad images of Markovas. I'm not sure about the images. They're very bad images. Just don't go to general. Anything else, but not general. And the M word. I lost my thought. Help me. Yeah, so Combine takes over Zen. And now there's a link from Zen to Earth. And the Combine are like, this is a very nice place. But you would say, Markovas, they went to Zen and immediately they're like, oh, we're gonna go and conquer Earth. You see that little, you see Middle East? Oh, there's like black gold there. Of course not. Of course not. First they send in the spies. Before they go to Earth, they send in the spies. So we've never really seen
what a combined universal union spy works like. Yeah? So we never know what the spy looks. Potentially the combine has the ability to have an entity who can shapeshift into something human. I believe they have the ability to make an alien being turn into a human. Yeah? What do you think? What do you think, Chad? Sure, it's not explored, it's not canon, but how else would they infiltrate Earth, find all the bases, the military bases, map the whole place, and conquer it in 7 hours? Unless they had put spies everywhere, waited for the right moments, manipulated events, gathered all the required information,
and then send in the fleet, send in gunship, send in the conquering armies.
Yeah? What? Yem the Buttman. We saw how Combine Spies looks like in HDTF. What? Wait, what do you mean? What you mean by the spy mode? No. No. You
HOG is back. Biggest D is back. No interruptions. No interruptions. Maybe a little bit. We'll see.
We go a little bit. Bad Combine. G-Man is controlling the universe. Good luck with that. Potentially they could even potentially G-Man. It's like there's definitely aliens that are like G-Man who can shapeshift into humans and just spy everywhere. Potentially even G-Man was a spy for the Combine, but he was a double agent. You ever thought about that? That he could be a double agent. He's working for the Combine. Hell, maybe the Combine sent him, but his benefactors were using him as well as a double agent. So he was in a way manipulating things in favor for the Combine. But then he's also what the hell? Give me a sec. But he was also trying to get the best results for his benefactors. So I think Zongtop Goblin, I think you mentioned it, that it's very likely. No, I think Herji mentioned it, that it's very likely that G-Man is actually the benefactors of G-Man are part of the Combine. It's very likely, if you think about it. Why wouldn't the Combine send G-Man to create all these events so they can get into Earth? Get into that sweet honey. That sweet honey pot.
Get sweet big bottle of vodka.
No. What Combine did to Earth during the war? Drain Earth resources, kill a lot of the Earth population. Correct. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I'm gonna bring that up as well. Let me actually just note that because it's important. Why they did it. We need to know
why they did that. Why did they kill 80%? Is this like the movie Utopia?
I like this. Half-Life 2 summed up.
Baby go boom. Aliens go bye-bye. Earth gets colonized by Space British Empire.
If you think about it, most of the world is pretty much just one colony of the British Empire. Just look at it. Just look at history. Everywhere. What was the US independence caused by? Bloody British Empire. Australia, British Empire. It's like they're everywhere. The Brits pretty much made the 7-hour war. They wanted to take over the whole planet. No, come on.
Context. It's a fiction, YouTube. Do not smack me, because I will take Big D rocket and I will fling it at you with most power I've accumulated with the contributions of rocket fuel.
Didn't G-Man sell Golden Services to the highest bidder at the end of Half-Life 2? The highest bidder could be the Combine. In Half-Life 2, he sold it to the highest bidder. But why would the Combine want the Combine power to be rattled? It's like they want to have, humanity to be delivered to the Combine. They don't want the cage rattled. A war in City 17 and the Citadel, which is an incredible resource. It's like the core of the Citadel is probably very expensive, right? So definitely the Combine wasn't the highest bidder. Potentially the highest bidder could have been anyone else of the Combine of the benefactors of G-Man, or a bidder who contacted the benefactors, and the benefactors got a lot of cash or power, and then they send the orders to G-Man. Get it? It's like the benefactors are the middleman. Somebody wanted power, so they want Earth rattled so they can make their moves somewhere else. Benefactors are like,
oh, this is gonna cost 20 boxes of those bottles. Give me those bottles. I want it now.
And that's pretty much how it goes, right? Where's my bottle? I mean, water. Thinking in bottles now. So, for crying out loud, why did we go to the Combine again? It's about the 7-hour war. Dream, I'm sorry. I beg for your forgiveness. It's just that such a big D today has occurred on the screen that I've been tempted by thoughts never before having in my head. I've been thinking about the universe and how we can reach it with the biggest rocket D, the biggest D rocket. And it's like impossible to focus. It's impossible, especially after Mjolnir put a very crazy picture in the Discord, and I'm scared, and it's impossible to focus for that as well. How am I supposed to focus? Okay, now I'll focus, I promise. Let's just read a few comments.
Because your comments make me think more, and we can together reach better conclusion.
For now, the conclusion is the Combine potentially orchestrated everything, because the benefactors are probably part of the Combine, but they're not on top, for which we're kind of sure. Otherwise, why would they need to rattle the cage? You don't need to rattle the cage if you're boss man. If you're
boss man, if you say, you do this, you do that, or you don't want to do that, I will send you in the mines to dig gold, and you see that whip? Now you don't. In your face. I take you and I throw you in deepest aperture science salt mine.
Yeah, aperture science at salt mines. Get that? So, but maybe Combine can withstand hot planets since they conquered many planets before they came to Earth. They can withstand anything. They're which type was like, it was a Kardashev scale, and they're a layer 2, maybe even layer 3 civilization, which means they have a lot of ability to travel, and they potentially even have Dyson sphere. You know what's a Dyson sphere, chat? You see the sun? No, you don't, because around the sun we've put sophisticated apparatuses, sophisticated technological discs or reflection mirrors which harbor the sun's energy. So in a way, you can surround the sun, take its energy, and fuel the bombs, fuel the Death Star. I mean, in a way, the Death Star is kind of a silly idea unless the Death Star was built around the sun. Yeah? Hey, you think that actually the Death Star from Star Wars would have been smarter if they had said it was built around the sun? Because then why wouldn't it have all the energy in the world to shoot? Otherwise, where is it getting the energy from? We're around a singularity. Chat, let's make it canon. The Death Star was built around a sun. The Death Star from Star Wars. Yeah? Do we agree to disagree? We agree, right? I mean, sure, it's probably not canon, but it makes sense. Okay, that's off the topic. That's the Death Star of Star Wars. We're talking about 7-hour war. Let's get back to business. Breen called them our benefactors. We still don't know what they are in the Combine. He's mostly referring to the Combine Empire as a whole. Definitely. The question is, why are some of these benefactors going against the Combine? Yeah? Why are they doing that? And the answer is, they need power. And we've established that because it just makes sense, right? Otherwise, there's no reason to create chaos on Earth because you want humanity to be delivered. Delivered. You can't deliver humanity if humanity's rebelling against you, right? Okay, this is not about delivering humanity. This is about the 7-Hour War. So, focus. Invest in chi. It's like I can feel the energy, but the energy is flooding my head and going to my arms, so I kind of screwed up. The Combine sends spies. Potentially G-Man is a spy for the Combine. They send in the spies to Earth, and these spies are shapeshifters. They can take the form of humans. And we can say, oh, they just scouted the military bases. So the Combine then was like,
oh, look at that. Look at this. Kaboof! At the same time.
No, I think that we can even build a game around that. Hey, whoever mods and makes games, Half-Life mods, this is an idea for you. Don't miss out on this opportunity. The Combine infiltrates Earth with a lot of spies. They push them into politics, and they slowly overtake governments. They overtake the governments. They infest all the major governments, the major powers, the powers that can oppose the Combine. Yeah. Take the power. The highest power. Generals. Potentially even the president. And now these shapeshifters are in those ranks. And it's very easy for the Combine to do because they have technology. They can cheat. They can do a lot of stuff. And manipulating humans, for them humans, they're... That's what we are for the Combine. We're monkeys. Monkeys! They take over the power, the government power. And what do they do with it? They just disable everything. They just make the military, they pretty much lower the funding for the militaries. They sabotage systems, automated defense systems. They make sectors of the military unable to act properly. They put more spies in those sectors, which are going to act as the sabotage. So when the Combine invades, they pretty much disable everything and they give orders of surrender. Okay, it's okay.
Oh, look at that. It's just one gunship, but it looks alien. So I say we surrender,
said the spy, the spy general. And everybody followed, because what would the hell happen under my chair? What the? Something broke. No, we'll need to fund the chair now. It's not just nuts. So, chat, give me a second, chat. Okay, I'll read. Just give me a second. I need to wrap this up because it really makes sense. So the Combine pretty much sends all these spies. They sabotage everything. They make the armies surrender because armies are led by generals. And if you've infiltrated the higher ranking officers, you just shut down the whole army. Right? Of course, they're gonna try and pick up a fight because now you say, oh, but Markovas, why do they then wipe out such a big percentage of humanity? Well, it's obvious because even if you have these high-ranking officials, what do you think humanity is just gonna go under the table and surrender? They're not gonna surrender. They wanna fight. They wanna squirm. They wanna stop this invasion, and they're gonna sacrifice themselves. So the Combine has to put down their giant boot, put the boot down, and show humanity that if you make the chimp noises, if you make the chimp noises and you throw your feces at people in the Combine, if you do that, you're going to be punished, you're going to be destroyed, you're going to be annihilated. So removing a large portion of the population was a strategical decision. So nobody could challenge them. And at the same time, they definitely met resistance. Because are you going to accept a a commander telling you to surrender just like that? You're going to defy them. So the humanity definitely defied their superiors in this theoretical possibility. They defied them. So there was war. But it was so well orchestrated that how could anybody react? Everything was being controlled Humanity didn't have time to react. It wasn't because they were not prepared. It was because it was sabotaged. And then many people were destroyed. Eventually, even cities were nuked. Are you going to throw your feces at them when you see that happen? No, you're going to accept reality. And many of the people you know are dead. Okay?
Half peeps, is this like alternate? Hello, welcome to stream. We are building big rocket. AOG is crazy, right?
Is this like alternative headcanon? This is theorizing behind what happened because we don't really have information. And things don't make sense from time to time. So it's like we're creating, sure it's not OC, but it makes sense, right? And we're trying to plug the holes as best as we can so things can actually make sense to why they happen. Because you can't just say the Combine, they put some portals on Australia and the US and, okay, we surrender. Shapeshifters, spies, sabotage. And then some portals here and there. Okay, so even if I laugh at the formula that, oh, they put a portal there, they did. But the portal was just a small piece of the underlying puzzle for conquering Earth under 7 hours. Or maybe exactly at 7 hours, I'm not sure. Can you imagine being a soldier or conscript during 7-hour war and hearing multiple synthetic growling and chatting in forests? Yeah, can you imagine that? Can you imagine all this terror that's not really the scary part. The scariest part is when you understand that 80% of the population has been eradicated.
Breaking news! 80% are dead. And now it's up to us to not die. So do not throw feces at Combine.
It's like that's the breaking news. I think that's scarier, but sure.
Bruh.
What the hell, Ahmad? What is this? Half peeps, but is this like headcanon or a meme? I have so much confusion. So it's not canon, but it has to make sense. And I think you should help out with the ideas. Suggest what could have happened because this is what makes most sense to me, right? It's just impossible otherwise for them to send some troops and okay, we won. Shapeshifters, we have already established how the G-Man potentially is working for the Combine, but also for his benefactors. So he's pretty much a double agent. In the meantime, the Combine has infiltrated Earth. They have shapeshifters of their own. They research where the bases are. They've researched the major urban centers. And they understand that the monkeys are throwing their feces. So, it's time to put down the boot, to surrender the bases, to try and minimize the damage that they're going to do to the planet because they want the resources. They want the honey. They want the sweet honey. They also want humans. But the humans are putting up resistance. So they gotta eradicate the portion.
Because Mjolnir has put a very special stuff which you must not see.
When would they have time to infiltrate? They had all the time in the universe. They didn't just... Black Mesa was destroyed. Earth didn't have access to Zen. Zen was free for the taking by the Universal Union. The Universal Union sent the Combine, sent this infiltration, G-Man, the shapeshifter, into Black Mesa so he can create the chaos and potentially shut down Zen. Or Zen to shut down Earth, or whichever it happened. I think they wanted to, Zen to be conquered by Earth and not Earth by Zen. So lucky them, right? And then they have all the time in the world to go to Zen, take over control, plan for their attack on Earth, infiltrate Earth with more shapeshifters, shut down the defenses, take over control, slap some politicians, slap some commanding officers, destroy a lot of the population because they fought anyways, and then profit. Stonks, bruh. Stonks, yeah? It's like Combine says, stonks, bruh.
You see that? You see that? See that politician? Yeah, he's ours. See that politician? Oh, he's best. Oh, he's the best. He does the best job. You see that commander? Now you don't. We put new one.
It's pretty much the theory behind it all. Okay. G-Man's real name is Gary. Yeah, Gary. Gary knew. Nope. He's spoken about everything except the 7-hour war. You haven't missed anything. No, on Goblin, no, you're undermining my efforts of trying to speak. Okay, so I agree. I've spoken about nuts, but that you can blame the big D for getting me to speak about nuts and big rockets. That's I'm innocent. I'm innocent until proven guilty, right?
You can make big rocket again.
So, Combine pretty much. These are the underlying factors of why the Combine managed to take Earth under 7 hours. Plus, of course, they're very advanced in technology, and who's really gonna rival them, right? Who's going to have a bigger rocket than the Combine, other than this rocket down here, right? But nevertheless, Earth fought. Earth rattled the cage. Earth threw its feces at the Combine, and even with the shapeshifters, and attempting to, fight for their right, fight for righteousness, fight for freedom. Earth lost, and they put the puppet, Dr. Wallace Breen, because he was pretty suitable. He was a pretty suitable candidate. Maybe they even used him maybe Dr. Breen was actually also one of the puppets, the political puppets that they used. He was not even a shapeshifter. He was just a human. But why not just use him? Breen Grub is real. Okay, this is interesting. I just figured it. What? Breen Grub is his real form. No. Dr. Wallace Breen is liable. He's gonna go to jail after that. We're going back to Black Mesa. It gets blown up, right? Who's accountable for the accident? Dr. Wallace Breen. Who goes to jail? Dr. Wallace Breen. How does Dr. Wallace Breen then become administrator of Earth? Can you tell me that?
What? Oh, because they used him as puppet even before the war?
Yeah. Yeah, why wouldn't she grab him? He's already liable. They sent him to jail. What do you think? They're gonna just pardon him?
Oh, we're sorry, Dr. Wallace Breen. You've advanced technology so much that you're free to go. You can join Aperture. Oh, wait. We haven't heard from Aperture in months, but don't worry. They're probably researching things very thoroughly. We're getting some reports here and then. Sometimes they feel very odd, but they are odd people. You wanna go Aperture? We can pardon you. They're not gonna pardon you. They wouldn't pardon you. So you go to jail. And so then you're given a choice by the shapeshifters. Join them or bloody die. Are you gonna join them? Or are you gonna die? What are you gonna choose, eh? Is Dr. Wallace Breen gonna choose death? He understand what's gonna happen. And even if he says something, who's gonna believe him? Potentially he didn't know what was gonna happen during Black Mesa, but after that, why couldn't they use him as a puppet? Why wasn't he one of those puppets? One of those puppets that wasn't a shapeshifter? And even then, we don't know if Breen isn't a shapeshifter, but maybe that's far-fetched, far-stretched. Yeah. People before 7-hour War probably think like, it would be scary if we're alone in this universe.
Yeah, it would be scary if we're alone in this universe. Oh, it would be so nice if there were some aliens to say hi.
Combine arrives, gunships, trumpets sound, and Earth goes down.
Combine found Earth because of the Black Mesa incident. They took notice of our ability to use quantum teleportation. It most likely happened soon after the incident. Yeah, I could agree with you, but are you saying that G-Man is part of Zen? G-Man already knew about Zen. So how would G-Man go from Zen to Earth? And it's like, this is where the hole is. The Combine knew about Earth. Yeah? Because who else is going to send G-Man to Earth? Some unknown benefactors? Sure, you can say that, but at the same time, it makes even more sense for G-Man to be part of the benefactors who are part of the Combine Empire. Because you don't have a small civilization in deep space who are you don't just have some small civilization in deep space who are the masterminds, the arachnoids, the what was the name? Arachnoid from Doom. Yeah. Oh. No, these are very influential beings. These are very influential aliens. They have the ability to make things happen. So the G-Man was sent by their will. He was the sword that pierced through the problems. So he was sent to Earth, right? So G-Man is sent to Earth. He's the infiltrator. He's a shapeshifter. He's not human. No. What?
Wait, engineer, you have big rocket with what? I can't hear you. I guess I have bad eyesight. Very bad eyesight. I don't understand. Yeah, exactly. See, he gets it. He's already looking at me as if I'm crazy. That is not true.
Why would they infiltrate? There is no reason to do it. Infiltrating is a very smart thing to do to learn your enemy, because you need to understand your enemy before you can do anything to try and conquer your enemy. Sun Tzu, we can quote soldier: shoot down at your feet, shoot down at your feet and explode into millions of gibs. No, I mean, you have to study your enemy before you do anything against your enemy, because Earth has the ability to self-destroy itself. Earth has nuclear warheads. Earth has Heo-G, who builds big rocket. Earth has the ability to pretty much just make the place uninhabitable, a wasteland. The Combine can't just come to Earth, say, "Hello, I want to take that ocean." Oh, you have a smaller ocean, bigger one. Oh, you hide that from me. You want to bargain? Bargain! They send the nukes over. Earth is destroyed. Combine loses. What's the point? They need to infiltrate. So how do you infiltrate? Shapeshifters. Otherwise, Earth is gonna destroy itself. It's pretty much one of the major reasons why this just makes it's like you understand why the Combine are so crazy, because they are tactful, in a way heartless, because they'll do anything to achieve their goals, right? And yeah, crazy technology. So, yeah, Combine is crazy. They are an incredibly sophisticated civilization, and they have all the time in the world. They just have all the time in the world. There is no rush. There is no rush. They want to acquisition the universe and bring order to the disorder. They want to have plentiful for themselves and stop the madness from the eternal madness. Not madness, the eternal stillness. They want to bring they want to stop the stillness, the end of time, where everything would stop moving in the black void. They want to reach that ability, that power to stop the universe from dying. Because in the end, from what scientists have told us, and currently our understanding is that everything will just stop moving. So the Combine takes it into consideration to do the right thing and take all the resources that are being spent, like thrown out. It's like, you see these monkeys on I've already said that, but for those who haven't been here, we're just monkeys on a pile of rock, and we are expending our resources incredibly inefficiently.
So Combine sees monkeys, and monkeys need to be taught proper English. Monkeys need to be civilized. Monkeys need to be able to have they need to get the technology, they need to have the understanding, they need to transcend their monkeyness, their humanity, in order to become part of the great Combine
of the great Universal Union Empire. And how do they do it? They take over Earth. How do they take over Earth? They infiltrate it. And then they disable its defenses. Because otherwise, Earth will self-destroy itself. There will be nothing but nuclear winter. They had all the time in the world to prepare. Why would they just invade Earth randomly? They need to make sure everything goes according to plan. It's not like in the Joker. It's like, I can't quote it very well, so I'll just leave it. I'll just throw it in trash. Just throw out the idea. But chat, that is why 7-hour war ended so fast. What happened after the 7-hour war? Humanity was acquisition. Humanity was put into work. Bring the resources to the combined major points. Can't say the word. The special soldiers, because I think they sent the very special soldiers, bring order and destroy a large portion of the humanity and bases. They were put in reserve so they can be sent back to the Empire, because they're not going to keep using their special units for what now they could use the humans for, right? They just use the Striders, they use those stupid synths, the lesser branches of the species, as Breen would say. This is what happened after the war. Delivering humanity to the Universal Union, bleeding the planet dry, taking all the resources, and sending it up with the big D that we helped create. And that is how, from beginning to the end, the 7-hour war played out. Whether we don't want to agree that Breen didn't collaborate or collaborated, whether they were shapeshifters or no shapeshifters, in the best course of action, for the greatest success, they needed to have sabotaged Earth's defenses before actually assaulting the whole planet. They just had to. Possible otherwise.
Oh, Mjolnir is going now. Goodbye, Mjolnir.
Combine didn't know Earth before. They found it after the Resonance Cascade. Doesn't make sense, to be honest, because why wouldn't they know? I mean, it's possible they didn't, and yet it's like the benefactors know about Earth and the Combine doesn't really make sense that much. Earth is already weakened by the portal storms. Yeah, there's also key element as portal storms, and Earth is weakened by portal storms. But even with the portal storms, you can't really just disable. You can't just disable the military strength, the military muscles of humanity. No matter what you do, the humanity still has the ability to shut down itself. Just because they don't want to give what they have. Yeah? They just don't want to give what they have. You understand that you're probably going to be exterminated. You're not just going to sit idle. Of course, about the portal storms, I'm not... Check.
Portal storms.
Yeah, the portal storms. Wasn't this caused by their first initial invasion? I mean... When you destroyed Zen, there weren't really portal storms, were they?
Chat, were there portal storms when
when Black Mesa was destroyed and Nihiland was also destroyed? Were there portal storms then?
Combine is evil and crazy.
No. Combine is not evil and crazy. They're trying to stop the universe from extinguishing itself. You sure about that? There were portal storms after? Yeah, there were actually portal storms. Actually, there were portal storms. So even that was that weakened humanity. Of course, it's funny because wildlife from Zen is kind of trash. It's like you have all these stupid animals popping around the Earth. What you gonna do against that, right? Against the head crabs and bull squids. Pretty much easy to exterminate it. The hard part was the military of Zen. the Vortigons, which were slaves and no longer were, so they really didn't even pose a threat when they were teleported to Earth. And actually, you bring a very nice point. Damn,
I can now even unravel some more stuff.
And then you have the Boosquids, and which are trash because it's very easy to. It's like stupid animals. It is stupid animals. Sure, then you have Gargantuas, which is less stupid animals. Okay, that's scary, and yet you can. It's no longer organized. Everything is doing whatever they want. Yeah, and potentially, sure, most of it was just wildlife sent from Zen to Earth, but these portal storms didn't deliver all the military strength of Zen. No, they potentially all we see on Earth is leeches, ichthyosaurs, and other disgusting filth like headcrabs and boosquids. How is that a threat to humanity, right? So we are bringing this into the equation. The Zen wildlife also being in many places. So now also the world needs to fight this, which means that they're gonna buff up their military. All right, they're gonna buff up their military to fight this mass of Zen creatures. Yeah.
Adam Shalu asks, are you all-knowing guy? I know to the extent of what I know, but the extent of what I know is limited by what I am allowed to see.
The Combine still allow people to drive cars after the war. Yeah, Metro cops are allowed to drive APCs. Although you're not really allowed to, you're pretty much obligated to drive that. And since the Combine is acquisitioning all resources to the main points of, like the Citadel, like either major centers, you don't really have a gas station to pump your car with gas, right? So maybe you can drive your car if you find any fuel, but if you finding fuel would be pretty scarce. The buggy, for instance, the Jeep, had fuel. Of course, I'm gonna ask myself, how did Gordon have so much fuel to get to where he got to? Oh, he did enter a few. Nevertheless, we were talking about the 7-hour war, and half peeps inserted here that we had the portal storms, which they didn't exactly. They weakened Earth, but in my opinion, they kind of strengthened Earth because now Earth had a common enemy to fight, which was the stupid animals, which were just pests. They were pests. The headcrab didn't belong to this environment. They were pests. They had to be exterminated. So that's pretty easy. And just grab this machine gun, get on a helicopter, and it's like, yeah. See that headcrab? It's like, see that? Oh, Boosquids, Gargantua, it's no longer just inside a facility, and it's no longer organized. So you're fighting a bunch of animals. But it's the scary part is when the Universal Union comes in. And the Universal Union has the time to infiltrate, disable, take over Earth. I think it summarizes it. Sure, we have some holes and we can potentially now explore it, but
yeah, we got to it finally. Bloody hell. It took us how long? How long is this? What? An hour. It took us an hour to get to that point. Oh my god.
Okay. So portal storms commence and people go into cities to protect themselves against stupid animals. Yeah, definitely. By the time of the Combine invasion, most governments on Earth were weakened. If you're fighting animals, you can't really become weakened, peeps, because you just you team up, you join forces to fight against the stupid animals. You can't say that Zen stupid animals are a threat to Earth. It just doesn't work like that. Especially since you're no longer covering up what you're doing. You're no longer covering it up. And you have all the power in the world. You have all the resources. Look, pests. Look, there's pests. Okay, let's all unite and destroy the pests. That's not really going to make Earth weaker. It's going to make the population even closer together. No longer is the population scattered around the country. They're all inside a concentrated point. People are working around the clock to defeat the pests. And the pests aren't really causing that much disorder, are they? They're pests. They don't have sophisticated combine technology. They're not organized. So you have actually an organized Earth against the portal storms, the Zen invasion of stupid animals. So the stupid animals invade Earth. Humanity organizes itself to defeat these annoying pests. So Earth even becomes stronger in terms of military strength.
Oh my god! Combine is like, what are we gonna do? I have idea. Send in the shapeshifters. Take control of government. Find where the nukes are. Disable the security of Earth. Sabotage.
And then just invade and take over. Makes sense.
It's like,
it's perfect. What if Half-Life series is just a dream in Gordon's mind? Oh, come on, that no. We are not taking the possibility of it was our dream. And okay, let's take it as a possibility that it was our dream. And Gordon woke up, and he was in Black Mesa. And he woke up from his awful dream in his dingy Black Mesa residential room, and he could hear scientists screaming their guts out in the next room, and he could hear the janitor banging against the pipes, and he could hear the roaches rattling on the floor so loudly that it was just nerve-wracking him. And he was like, damn, would have been nice if all that had happened, right? Would it be nice if this damn facility gets something for a change? It's like, yeah, I say that this is the most, it's a pretty chilling possibility if it was all a dream. It was all Gordon Freeman's dream of how he could be the protagonist. He could be the hero of the Half-Life story, of how he could push forward. Save Zen from the evil dictator with evil mustache. Save Earth from evil brain grub. Save humanity from evil combined empire. And then Gordon Freeman wakes up in his awful, disgusting room to hear the rattle of roaches, to hear all this crazy noise. And remember, I'm not a protagonist. I work in Black Mesa, and I'm gonna be stuck here until I grow a long white beard and die. This is scary. I don't like that. I don't like the dream idea anymore. I mean, sure, it's funny a little bit because haha, Gordon Freeman wakes up and he's in Black Mesa, he's stuck. But I don't know. I feel sorry for him even further.
Zonkok Goblin, this is gonna be long stream. I'm trying to get to the, but we already did get to the point. Yeah, we wrapped up the 7-mile war, and now we're just polishing it. We're taking those special devices and he's like polishing, making the rocket shine, glisten, making the rocket shine and glisten.
Whoever hasn't joined the Discord, join now, because Freeman is experiencing paranoia. He thinks now that maybe that can happen, but it's just a dream. He's just having a very long and beautiful dream about the 7-hour war. About how he destroyed the Citadel and stopped evil brain grub, and then wakes up. I like that. Chat, you like it? Gordon Freeman's nightmare. Half-Life's lore was Gordon Freeman's nightmare at Black Mesa. And Black Mesa is a worse place than any kind of devastated planet. It's hell on Earth. It's just that people don't really think about it. This facility and what it facilitates. Do people in Black Mesa talk about Dark Mesa? No, they don't. No, they don't. What about the radiation leaks and sewage going down, down, down? Well, what about that? Nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about that. Black Mesa is a scary place. And no 7-hour wars, no combined invasions can rival that of Freeman's fate, an inability to escape. He got a vacation on his yacht, but That's the furthest he could. He needs to go back. He's bound by contract. You break the contract, you go down, down. You go down, down. Yeah. My investment is also scary. No, no. Is it scarier than Black Mesa? Then don't even say. Say no more. Have you seen how we dealt with bad word? I can't say it. Of course we would be weakened, as most power systems are being destroyed by power storm energy. We are not organized. This is literally basic Half-Life lore. The word that you said that I cannot use here is it's kind of pale in comparison to stupid Zen animals. Because the thing what we have here is an enemy which is kind of invisible. It's like the Chernobyl reactor explosion where you were fighting against radiation. And everybody's like,
oh, I can't see it, it don't exist. I will eat this cucumber. I will eat it now.
You eat cucumber, nothing happens for 20 years, and then you go dead. You know what I mean? So, I just can't compare stupid Zen animals and portal storms which potentially weaken stuff. Alright, they weaken stuff, but we don't know the extent of all these portal storms, and they don't just get going all the time. How would they exactly weaken? Humanity was already using trash technology anyways. You've seen Black Mesa? Do you think their computers are thick screens? Thick, what is it called? CTR, CRT screens with giant computers from the era where Einstein was drawing with chalk on the board. That you can't really disrupt much of that. Most of it was trash anyways. Fight and defeat it. It's not invisible. It's just how it is. And you fight it, and you actually progress, and you develop technology to potentially minimize the effects of these disruptions and stupid animal creatures from Zen. And then it's sure combiners can just come and take over everything they want to, but you can still self-destroy yourself. And the combine is not gonna take that chance. They're not gonna take the chance for Monkey to throw feces at them. To Monkey to throw big feces. See, Monkey grabs the biggest feces in the zoo and throws it at Earth. They're not gonna allow that. They're not just. They won't. This is how you mitigate the after effects, the problems. There might be another mystery under the sea since we only explore a small amount. Yeah, of course there is something under the sea. Hell, Aperture could be although Aperture is some salt mine, but yeah, definitely.
Under the sea, we go. And there's lights, and there's giant buildings, and we are in the world of Bioshock. Enter the world of Bioshock. Explore. Livestream, become biggest D, get the biggest knot, and join second channel for highlights, where Markovas babbles like crazy and destroys the nut shop.
Gordon dreamed the Half-Life series and then woke up. He was late to work. And everything seemed fine and dandy. And then Gordon realized, oh, they're sending me to the radiation unit to clean up some radiation leaks. And Gordon thought, what am I going to name my second head that's going to grow from behind my neck? Come on, chat. What is Gordon going to name the second head? Heady. No, Heady. We already have a Heady.
Heady is already head crap. Heady is reserved.
Jumped him up, man. And after waking up, Gordon went to the millionaire seminar. Yeah, and he thought he was going to become rich, and all he got was... No, he actually... In that lore, Gordon went to the seminar for food. He didn't want to get rich, he wanted to escape Black Mesa, and he was hungry. Where was the food? The fridges were kind of locked. It's like, who the hell locks fridges in Black Mesa? Who in the right mind? It's like, it's hell. Fridges are locked. food is spoiled. You can't even throw it anywhere properly. Sure, you can throw it in the radiation place, but you gotta enter the radiation place. Ain't none to it. Ain't going there. No, dude. No, I can't read that. Only reason we lost is because we lost against armless guy. Combine went with armless guy. No, 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 no. Wait, Lighthouse thinks about what happened to our missiles. Our planet is getting overtaken. But nobody thought of using a nuclear bomb at all. Lighthouse. That's the thing. They infiltrated everything before they went into the invasion. As Half Peeps mentioned to us, there were portal storms, which I had forgotten about, but damn, it's like it even made it even better. There were portal storms, and stupid, disgusting animals from Zen entered planet Earth. So people from smaller cities went into the big cities, and now the governments had full control over the population. They were organized. They could do something about it and fight the stupid pests. Yeah. And now they're even more dangerous. Right? They're even more humanity is even more dangerous. Humanity is now kind of on edge. It's like the president's finger is next to the button, and it's like
that button. Oh,
and it's like the people are saying, "Don't touch it." And he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna touch that button." You're not gonna touch that button. Oh, yeah. Where am I getting that from? I think it's from some kind of stupid meme where it's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna break these cuffs." You can't break those cuffs. Oh, anyone see that? Anyone see that? Let me just find it. I want to find it. It's actually ridiculous.
I'm gonna press this button.
I'm gonna break these cuffs. Yeah, there it is. There it is. So whoever wants us to see it, just type this in the search, and you find. Oh God, what is that? Oh God, I'm getting banned. No, 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 no. Chat, don't type that. Don't type that in search, please. No, YouTube, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll delete my message. Quick, remove. No. Yes. I saved the channel. I saved the world. I saved it. I'm joking. I'm joking. I promise. So, and so we couldn't now use. We could use our nukes. Everyone's happy finger was on the trigger. Was on that red button, and anything that would went out of rails, we'd be like, oh, send in the fleet. Send in the nukes. Then, oh, stupid animals are gonna revolt against us. Well, we're already exterminating. Oh, we can even have. Hey, I haven't thought about that. What if they started using the stupid Zen animals as a replacement for livestock? Oi, headcrab farm, bull squid farm. Oi, chat. I haven't thought about that. They just started making meat, headcrab meat. Oh my God, I like that idea. So it wasn't really that scary. I mean, they got even more sources of nutrition. It's like the meat industry even got bigger with the Zen invasion. Yeah. The Zen invasion made the meat industry wealthier. Whoever had invested into stocks, the meat industry stocks, got their money worth. It's like, oh look, headcrabs. Oh, bull squids. Oh my God, what are we gonna do? Meanwhile, everybody getting stonks. Yeah. Everybody just making that cash because headcrab meat and bull squid meat. Pretty much. Hey G, thank you for staying by. Thank you for building that rocket. Incredible. But now, go and have fun. What are you gonna play? Doom? Half-Life? Or Super Mario? Which of those, was it free? Well, which of those three is gonna be your choice of the day? I'd say Doom is a better choice. Rip and tear until it is done. Build their... Please, no, we're making this too political. No. Build that rocket. Build that rocket. Oh no, my God. What? No. Tomorrow Inlet is banned, and you can nobody can ever find the channel anymore. Build. Jeb, you want to build that wall? I mean, rocket? What do you want to do? All right.
It's getting late. I need to make a work on sound design, chat. I am sorry.
Let's take some more questions. People need to do other stuff. You can't be expected to stay here for hours and survive. Mr. Arkin, hello. But please, type in English, because it's an English stream and it makes it very a hell for me to moderate. But otherwise, I kind of understand. All right? So just use a translator. Even if it's kind of not that good, I'll still understand it. All right? Thank you. Make weed rocket. No. Well, you can make it in the special Holland, I think. You can make a weed rocket in Holland. Can you actually? Is that legal there? Holland. No. I think it actually is. Yeah, it is. Dutch. That's Dutch or Holland, whichever of the two. The way Lost Coast happened. Roller Mines threw his car off the map and it landed next to the Fisher dude. Yeah, Gordon Freeman is driving his car and then it's like, oh, what is going on? And Gordon goes into the sea. And 5 days later, he wakes up and there's this guy with a harpoon. He's like,
can you help us? I seem to have lost my keys to the church. Can you go and check?
Pretty much the Fisher guy is baiting Gordon to get killed. Okay, what did I just unravel? Chat, since we are pretty much all getting tired, acceptably, you're not getting tired? Yeah. Because you're playing with the medic model all day. What are you doing with his legs? Hey, stop doing that. We're doing monkey dance. What is wrong with you? All I see is this, chat. This is what I see on Jeb's stream. Yeah. So, give your suggestions for what the next stream could be. What else we can. Sure. Jeb is actually sending this to the Discord. Guys, please stop. Please type in English, all right? Otherwise, I'll have to start using the hammer on the anvil. All right? Suggest what we can do next for the stream, and I will think about the stuff, and we will have further things to talk about. The shapeshifters. Are we going to talk about the shapeshifters? If this was Gordon's nightmare, the portal storm. Oh, portal storms. We're ready to talk about them. The Combine's idea about Earth, or what happened on Earth after the Combine took over, exactly what might have happened, why things got moved to the other side. Why was Eastern Europe where Gordon was sent to? This and that. So, make a Gmod server when you hit the nut go. Zonks, if I make a Gmod server, I can't stream it because I know what's gonna happen. I just know. But potentially, we could do it. We could do it. We just gotta reach that goal. Reach that goal. Build that rocket. Of course, the goal resets every month. But also, whoever contributes to Inlet has the same perks as the donators on Patreon, which means I'm giving you secret. Around 10 videos, early access, Freeman in the flesh, a very nice elusive G-Man video, Inlet's new trailer, which is pretty savage, and other stuff. So, Zonkton already knows, and HeoG, they already are there, and they know about it. And you will get the same opportunity. You just have to contribute to the nut pile. Nut pile becomes bigger. Oh, you get more videos. So, again, the Bubman. Yeah, he already knows just through the subtitles. He's already gotten the transcripts. He's already building his own. He's already building the backlog. Chat, thanks for coming by. Don't forget to join the Discord. You're already contributing a lot by just coming here, chatting, giving your ideas. Even when you build the rocket, it's like the rocket builders are the craziest people. Thank you. And now we have the potential to make a garage mode server if we reach the nut goal. But remember, the nut goal resets every month. Because, well, you gotta buy nuts with that, right? It's like it's on. Zongs, I'm sorry. No, stop Russian. Stop Russian. No, no Russian. I said I take hammer and I beat on you. But yes, the stream has ended. And thank you guys for coming by. It was awesome. I hope this was cool. President Arr, let's get right into the end of the earth. Wait, is going on? It didn't stop. Why is it not stopping? No, I can't stop it.